Okay, so we actually have our 20th episode
20th
for.
anniversary.
Well, it is kind of an anniversary because it's almost been a year, about
Oh,
3 months off
20th
from that year
episode. We've been
anniversary.
doing this shit every other week for 20 weeks, give or take maybe one or two fuck ups.
Yeah, one or two fuck ups, but
And to celebrate, I'm going to be torturing myself.
oh yes. So
We're going to
Red,
have
you wanna?
yeah, we're going to be having a drinking game style kind of thing where every time someone of a part of our group does a stereotypical thing of them to do, I'm going to be taking shots of Tabasco sauce.
And I'm
So
gonna be
these are
taking shots of liquor.
Yeah, which isn't really a fucking challenge for him. I actually hate Tabasco sauce, so it's anyway. But
I might take some
so
liquor shots of shit that I don't really care for off my bar.
so like an example of this might be something like every time Thurman tries to explain his cringe, or every time Chris talks down to Thurman and acts like his tastes are superior, or every time Noble's child screams, shit like that. Um, and we're gonna come up with the rules of this drinking game. They're gonna be kept secret from everyone else so that they can't be abused. And every time it happens, I'm gonna have to take a shot of Tabasco sauce, and I'll probably bring over a tub of ice cream so I don't die. I'll attempt to last for some time without the ice cream, but that's just so I don't scream and anger David's parents.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so also on this episode of the Control Chaos podcast, we're going to be talking about the Blaze Blue DLC and the roster size. Thurman, you want to break that down really quick?
I'm just gonna give a small summary, saying how I'm gonna rant about this in the podcast. Just basically, we're gonna talk about how our system works is fucking up with their decision making with this 20 with having 20 characters already being announced for DLC before the game even gets announced, and basically bombarding Blaze Blue characters with the crossover. But you'll see all the fun rating stuff next week.
Okay, and then the next topic will be the Call of Duty swatting. This one will be a little bit darker because there was actually, sadly, a death involved in this one. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about swatting as a whole as well, and why it's the most redundant thing on the planet to actually do to streamers. Also talking about video game moments that made us cry. That was one we actually didn't have time for the last podcast. Favorite RPG, that was one that you came up with, Thurman.
Yeah.
That's going to be more of an icebreaker. Time travel one, this was Red's topic. You wanted to describe this one really briefly?
Yeah, I was just like, I think I was just basically like, what could make a good conversation topic? And I was like, okay, you get one time travel moment. What would you do? And this is open up to all game, right? Like ignoring paradoxes. Don't even think about paradoxes. Like this can go into what would you want to visit? What would you want to change? If you want to fucking go kill Hitler, you really want to do that shit? Whatever you fucking, I just want, what would you do with one free time travel? No consequences, free time travel.
Okay. And the next one will be, what would you change about your favorite series? This was another Thurman topic, so I'll let him break down this one really quick.
Basically, it's a topic of where if you had the choice, it's like if your favorite artist or creator of a certain series came to you and said, you can change or fix one thing about my series, what would you? And I think it's a very good topic. It'd be a very good thing to see everybody's choices and like tastes and what they would try to change about their series. I think it'd be very interesting.
I think, and you said this was not limited to like manga or comics or anything. This was all throughout
it's
fiction.
all media, like all media, movies, games, anime, light novels, visual novels, comics, manga. It's just if a creator of a series, if the creator of a certain series of your favorite.
So I think this one will actually, give some insight into the person that's talking as a whole.
Yeah.
and just like give a little bit of thought process to their mind and shit. But then the next topic that we're going to be discussing is the upcoming releases, and this will also segue into the well, Thurman, just take the floor. This is something you wanted to do along with a couple of our other admins, so I'm just going to let you have the floor with what's about to be discussed. So, have fun.
Okay, so should I
I just want to hop in before Thurman gets into this. Just in case there are some viewers here that don't know, Planet Unity started off as a Facebook page, and in order to participate in what he's about to talk about, you probably need to join that Facebook page, wouldn't you?
Yes, the Facebook group itself, where the poll for this will be, is linked in our channel art, and it's also, make sure you click on the group link, not the actual page link, because you can't actually create a proper poll on the page right now because there's not enough followers on the like page versus the group for some freaking ungodly reason.
Real quick before Thurman gets into it, do a quick plug for the Facebook page so they know what it's all about. Like there's great like conversation.
Oh
basically.
Yeah, there's
you'll get great stuff there. The admins post anime, gaming news, like funny fucking like shit. It's a great community.
And then you also have people like Red who make shitpost videos and put them up there occasionally as
well.
Oh,
my best shitposts go there, man.
Yeah, it's been a community for roughly 3 years now. And
I think maybe longer than that.
Good God. I've lost track of time. But anyway, to participate in this and know the entire rules and how to actually, do everything that needs to be done, go ahead and join the Facebook group. And there will be a poll up post the 20th episode of the podcast because we'll be getting into the actual rules on that. But Thurman, you want to give a basic breakdown on this?
Yeah, so what's going to happen is I'm going to still poll in the group. And it's going to be which would you rather have the tournament be? Which console would you rather have the tournament be based on? Xbox. That'd be your guys' choice. Whoever wins, it'd be like basically like a PS4 player tournament. And I'll have the brackets ready. We'll probably, since there's a lot of people, we're probably going to limit it to I think about 30, maybe 32. Depending on how people would get, I'm thinking like the minimum 16 people to the maximum like 32. I think that's decent tourney roster size.
It'd be. Let me up your audio really quick because you're a little bit low. So basically, you're saying like around a 32 or around a 64, depending on how many join.
Yeah, depending on how many joins, it'll be like 16 or 32. If we get more people than I expect, the limit would be like 64 at the most.
Yeah, that would be the most for a fair, so everybody can get a match in, and we can start breaking down the actual, down from the actual bracket. What's going to be the prizes, or are you going to save that for the podcast?
I can say it now. I mean. So the prizes, what we're thinking is, since most of us are not rich, we'll probably do, just gift cards, like maybe PS4 gift cards, like $20 possibly. We'll probably even it depends, but we might even throw in a mod position, possibly. It just depends, but most likely it'll be like I can get a card for like PSN or something like that.
Thurman might throw.
If we get enough, I was going to say, if we get enough support, we might even be able to do a central pot. Everyone contribute, and a couple of people take away with the pot.
My nude joke totally went under the rug.
Yeah. Probably a good thing that did. I also still have some like game codes left over from the holidays, and I still have like codes because I got the Gears collection. I still have codes for like Gears 1, 2, and 3, and I believe Judgment. I also have a code that hasn't been used for if you have Shadow of War for the season pass, and I also have I believe it's a discount code for the first Telltale series of Batman on the PC. So I might just throw those into the pot as well, depending on how many people sign up. None of these codes actually expire, so... Or, well, they expire, but they don't expire till, like, 2099, for God's sake. So they can be utilized in upcoming tournaments, depending on the participation of this. So, yeah.
So, what's... There's just a few basic rules is... I'm going to just do this, like, standard best two out of three games. I don't think we're gonna do a loser bracket. I don't think we're gonna do that.
There's really no need.
Yeah, we'll just winner take all type stuff. We'll probably the only issue I see is scheduling, because people have different schedules. That's the only thing I see is the issue. So
I think that we should actually have them streamed to either Mixer or to Twitch or even YouTube. That way that one of us can be viewing them. That way it's fair, and then we know that nobody's like, yeah, I won, no, I won, kind of thing.
Yeah, so we'll try to make this professional as possible, not like Evos type stuff. It's just going to be we're going to stream it like David said. It's going to be 2 out of 3 each time. There's a rule. The rule we're going to have, one of the rules is after you can change your characters, but only once.
Okay.
Because I think that's a fair.
That would be a fair rule.
You can only change your characters only once. Obviously, no cheating, but I think I shouldn't have to tell people that.
You shouldn't, but I mean, we're in a year that we actually have to tell teenagers not to eat Tide Pods.
But they just look so delicious.
I mean, they are bright and shiny.
Yeah.
Really, though, if a company made a Tide Pod fruit snack right now, they would be rich. Someone's got to get on that.
Sad that that's the reality we live in.
No, I love it.
Okay.
But anyway,
so,
that anything else can be discussed in the 20th episode of the podcast, which will be live streaming, I believe, on Wednesday if we are all able to meet up in a Discord call.
That's the hope. I'm going over to David's so I can chug Tabasco sauce. For you, the entertainment of you.
Mm-hmm. So more info about the tournament will come in a couple of days. Most likely, the tournament will probably start maybe next month, possibly. I think that'll give people a chance. I think next month is fair to give people a chance to get used to the game and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a fair time rate.
I'd say probably no later than mid-February we'll be starting the tournament. Since the game comes out the 26th, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, about mid-February, people have had enough time to find a main. They've actually had time to practice and get a couple matches in. I'm assuming a hell of a lot more than a couple, but I'm being modest.
You guys are missing the best part about this too. You get the chance to actually hang out with us and talk with us while we play games.
I'm not trying to feed the ego of Noble, but yeah, I mean.
Oh my gosh.
And we actually, and I'm thinking of having commentary too.
Yeah.
Like announcers.
I mean, wait, are these battles going to be featured on the channel as videos? Is that what I'm hearing? Well, there you go. There's your fucking.
There's the real reward.
Do you, yes, you want to be featured on a 58 subscriber channel? Who wouldn't?
I just fake passed out off screen. Okay, but anyway.
This channel has a potential to become popular in the future, so maybe you'll be buried in the history of a future million subscriber channel. You don't know. You don't fucking know.
You could also be subscriber channel. That means you play.
Anyway.
You. Yes, you. Anyway.
So, I
Get your
think that's
dogs and
about it.
cats spayed and neutered and don't eat Tide Pods. My Bob Barker message of the day. Anything else? Are we done?
I think that really touches on everything that needs to be touched on.
Yeah. You'll have more
tune
info
into
coming
the
up in the next
tune
couple
into
of
the
days.
podcast, and you'll be able to get more info on this as we kind of wrap up the final details of it. And
I see that SGB podcast went up.
oh yeah, and yeah, it did. Welcome to the recording for the hype for the 20th podcast, Dragon.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, that's fine. Hey, man.
It was-
you know what? Perfect.
So,
That'll be
I
fine.
actually, it's a good thing you hopped in here. So, Dragon, do you want to be involved in the 20th episode of the Control Chaos podcast next Wednesday?
Sure, why
This
not?
Wednesday. This Wednesday.
Or yeah, this Wednesday. I keep forgetting it's actually fucking Sunday. Anyway,
Sure, why not?
Aren't you
I'm sorry I hopped in. You guys were in a general voice, and I was like, okay, you guys might not be doing anything, but then I realized you guys are doing something. So
sorry, man.
Why are we?
David, Red, are you going to introduce us? Hello.
Okay,
I'm
well,
perfect.
1 minute, Thurman. So thanks for tuning into this little hype video, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Deuces.